Hello, I'm Lelda Smits for the Finance News Network, and joining me from visual analytics company Nearmap is its Managing Director, Simon Crowther. Simon, welcome back to FNN.
Nice to be here, thank you.
Now, Nearmap is engaged in online aerial photo mapping through its wholly owned subsidiary nearmap.com. How does the company make money?
We use our proprietary hardware, our aerial camera system called HyperPod, that allows us to be able to capture very large areas very quickly at very high resolution and then have this available online in a matter of days via our web interface. We make this available to our customers who access our content through an annual subscription service, and we have many thousands of customers now actively using and consuming our content.
Okay, and the company has just announced a seamless integration with Google Earth. What services are you providing and how are they being delivered?
The deal with Google Earth is a very important one for us. To this point, we've been very much focusing on our own platform at nearmap.com and integrating a range of applications and services with our imagery. But we're also very much focused on distribution and other channels, and the Google Earth platform provides us with a great opportunity to distribute our content to more and more enterprise users. Google Earth is increasing its penetration, not just in Australia, but also in other markets as well. And we're seeing many more enterprise customers actually adopt Google Earth as a platform inside their businesses. So it's a natural progression for us to actually go where our customers are and to make Nearmap content available to whoever wants to use it in any platform. And Google Earth, like I say, is increasing in terms of its penetration in the Australian market.
What are the benefits for users of Google Earth?
Well, increasingly, what we're seeing is that Google is becoming a player in the spatial industry, and Google Earth is a very stable and widely used platform by a variety of different kinds of enterprises, both big and small. So we've definitely seen over the last year or two Google Earth increasing its penetration in the Australian market. And really what we're trying to be as a business now is to provide Nearmap content to our customers via any platform that they choose. And it's just a natural evolution, added service from Nearmap going forward, that as we're seeing companies like Google and Google Earth becoming more widely adopted, we want to make sure that Nearmap content is made available seamlessly in that kind of environment. And we also know we've had a lot of customers asking for this service over the last year or so. So we've been working on it from an engineering point of view over the last 3 to 6 months, and we're very happy with the release and how stable the whole system works. And the fact we've now got many customers who are now consuming Nearmap content via Google Earth. It's just another service from Nearmap.
Right, and could you explain why the integration with Google Earth is significant for Nearmap?
Yeah, it really plays to our core strategy to make Nearmap as scalable as possible. So we have a license agreement with Google, which provides us with access to their Google mapping engine, which provides various tools on the front end of our website, things like the zoom and pan features that we have. And it's just a very robust and very scalable service. And we really set out a couple of years ago with the business to make sure that not only did we have a very stable platform in Australia, but when we were scaling offshore into other markets, like, for example, the US or maybe it's Asia Pac, we wanted to work with partners who had very scalable and very reliable platforms. I've mentioned previously the fact that we work closely with Amazon. That means that when we do show up in a different market, we have access to data centers to be able to serve and store our content. Same thing with Google. They're an international player. Whenever we show up in a different market, we have access to all of their maps, their street maps, and their satellite imagery. So it's a very scalable, very stable service, and something that plays very much to our focus to becoming an international company.
Right, so Simon, since we've last spoken, you've also launched Nearmap Property. Can you detail the offering and how it meets demand in the market?
Sure. It's really another step towards our goal of becoming more of a visual analytics and data business. So in the previous couple of years, the setup of the company was very much focused on monetizing our imagery content. And now we're very much focused on being disruptive in specific sectors and verticals where we believe we've got a good business opportunity. So earlier in the year, we launched Nearmap Rail. We recently launched Nearmap Solar as well, and Nearmap Property is the third vertical product that we've launched. And again, we always try and show up in the sector and put our own unique twist on things. And in this particular instance, what we've done as a first release is launch a range of property products and services that are very competitive with all the existing players in the market. So our objective was to have a seat at the table and to be part of the real estate industry, and we've achieved that. I think the second thing that we also want to do is also combine some of the unique aspects of Nearmap, our imagery, but with some tools and applications that are unique to us and provide a unique user experience for real estate agents as well. So aside from the fact that we offer a broad range of services which are very comparable to the likes of RP Data, for example, we offer an agent valuation tool where they can go in and see comparables. They can produce branded reports for their clients and their prospects, which is very much a core part of the real estate agent day-to-day business activity. But we're also working on unique aspects like, for example, our shading tool, which allows agents and users of our property tool to be able to see at any time of the day, any time of the year, what the actual shading looks like in a particular property, which is very valuable if you're looking to maybe develop something or build a new extension or whatever it might be. And then secondly, we're also adding a tool which allows you to be able to see what the line of sight is from a particular property as well. So you'll be able to calculate whether if you're going to build an extension or add an extra layer, or indeed if you're just looking at a property and you want to know is the actual view from the front or the back encumbered by any trees or hills or buildings or whatever it might be, you're able to use our maps to be able to determine that as well. So we're offering all the same services that that other real estate agent companies do at a cheaper price, combined with our unique imagery content, plus also some unique tools and services as well. So it's early days for us. We're competing in a space that's very competitive with other companies that have been doing it for a long time, but it's nice to be in a first release stage where we've got a suite of products that's already very competitive. And we've already signed up some new customers as well, so we're increasing our penetration in the real estate agency market.
Wonderful. And what's some of the early feedback you've received following the launch, and how has it been received?
Well, I think generally speaking, the industry is very receptive to competition. I think that it likes the innovation and it likes the fact that some of the more entrenched or established players and incumbents have good, healthy competition. So we always want to be a challenger when it comes to entering a new marketplace. And again, we can do all these things at a fraction of the cost of the existing players in the space. So I think overall it's been a very healthy feedback from the industry. We had a launch about 6 weeks ago, and very, very positive feedback from all the attendees. I think it's also very reassuring, as I've mentioned, that we've got a first release product. And again, as we're a software business, you go through iteration once you've got a first release out there. We'll very quickly add new features to what we've already got. But as a first release, we've got a very, very competitive product that's feature-rich and also cheaper. So I believe we've got a good opportunity to take our fair share of the real estate agency market in Australia.
Okay, now, Simon, since we last spoke, Nearmap has also started US test flights as you work toward international certification for your aerial camera system. Mm-hmm. How has this latest development aided your international expansion, and could you outline your aspirations for global expansion?
Being an international business is our number one priority. We've spent the last financial year really focusing on investing in our platform and making sure that it's robust and highly scalable, and also integrating new data sets and data layers into our mapping product. The next stage of the growth of the business is to increase our penetration in the Australian market. We're very focused on that and building the right type of commercial team, including for the first time our first marketing team to come in and help us actually build our profile and our brand in the Australian market. We still believe there's a lot of business here for us, first and foremost. But core to our mission is really to become an international business as quickly as possible. I think the next 12 to 18 months is a very exciting time for Nearmap, and we're very close to having our international certification. We already commenced doing test flying in California in particular, and we now have a commitment to actually updating the main population areas in California on an ongoing basis. What flows from that, though, when we have our FIA certification, is the ability then to be able to expand our coverage potentially in the US and, more importantly, into other markets as well. So my hope is that by the end of the current calendar year, we'll be operating, if not definitely in at least one territory, if not multiple territories. And again, our whole focus as a business is to be able to develop a platform that allows us to be able to scale quickly and seamlessly. And we're very much in a good position now to be able to step offshore as soon as we have that FAA certification.
Certainly. And finally, Simon, what are Nearmap's main priorities at the moment, and how would you like to see the company positioned by the end of this year?
Well, we're closing off the current financial year, and I'm very pleased with the progress that we've made and the performance of the business. As a subscription business, I'm very satisfied with the high levels of customer retention that we currently have, which underpins any really subscription model. I think we're setting ourselves up to give ourselves the best possible opportunity to grow both in the Australian market and most importantly offshore. It's completely untapped, the offshore market for us, and it's a major focus for myself and the rest of the executive team and the board as well. And as I've mentioned previously, our aim is to be in multiple markets over the next 12 months. So for me, the next 12 months is key for the growth of the company, and I think that there is still a huge opportunity for us in Australia, and also the opportunity to grow our business offshore as well.
Wonderful. Well, Simon Crowther, thank you so much for the update from Nearmap.
Thanks very much.